Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about how you guys can get your crystals to work. So basically, yesterday I did make a video about how crystals do not work for evil people. I talked all about that. I went into detail. If you're an evil person, they'll act just like stones, just like rocks. It'll be similar to sand. It won't do anything for you. If you're a genuinely good person and you're on the right track in life, the crystals are going to work for you. So let me start off by saying that these crystals, they are on autopilot. Yes, these crystals are on actual autopilot. So basically, let me take a crystal such as Tessarovite, for example. So this is a really rare form of garnet. It's green garnet. It's very lucky. Helps me get very lucky. Helps me to be at the right place at the right time. It's a beautiful crystal. Tessarovite. So basically, how do I get this crystal to work for me? How can I make Tessarovite work? So basically, the second you get it is the second it starts working. Unless you're a really evil person, it doesn't work for you. Your energy is decline and block it. I made a video about that. Check that video out. It's the video before this one. But Tessarovite, this crystal is good for attracting luck and wealth and healing your heart chakra. It does different things on different sides of the body, but if you're just keeping it around you, like now it's in front of me. Now it's directly in front of me. What is it doing? It's attracting luck. It's attracting wealth. It's attracting new opportunities, new connections, different sponsorships, etc. I get a lot of people emailing me about sponsorships and business opportunities all the time just by having this around. This Tessarovite is extremely lucky. There's other crystals that are luckier than Tessarovite. I've talked in videos about that too. You'll have to check them out if you want the information on that. But how do you get this crystal to work for you? Now, you start off with putting your intention into it. You can pray over it. That's the best way to do it. Pray, make your intention very clear. Say what you would like this Tessarovite to do. So you cleanse and charge your crystals. That's the important part too. So you cleanse and charge them. You can cleanse them with selenite. You can cleanse them with Palo Santo. You can cleanse them with rosemary. You can cleanse them with sage, but I don't recommend that. Most of you don't know what you're doing with sage, so don't be using it if you don't know what you're doing with it. You can't just burn it like American Horror Story. It doesn't work like that. I'll make another video about that another time, but you can use frankincense and myrrh. You can use cedar. You can use so many different things to cleanse this Tessarovite. Now, if you're wondering, if you have the Tessarovite and you're like, okay, I cleansed it, I charged it, I prayed over it, I put my intention into it, and I'm wondering why it doesn't work for me. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, because for the genuinely good people who are relatively new to crystals, relatively new to spirituality, who are seeking to develop themselves spiritually, here's a little secret when it comes to crystals, but when it comes to, most importantly, the creator, it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter at all. When you ask for something, it's answered. If you ask for this Tessarovite to help you grow as a person, boom, it's already right there. It's helping you grow as a person. Your wish is fulfilled as long as it's a good wish, as long as it's a fulfilling wish. As long as it's a fruitful wish, as long as what you're wishing for is good, it's going to come true. But you do have to put in the action for the crystal to work. Now, there's different crystals that require different actions for you to work with their energies. So Tessarovite, okay. Now that I'm at home and I'm just at my computer, and if you don't think the Tessarovite, let's just say you're at your home, you get Tessarovite, you're at your computer, and you're like, no one's emailing me. No one's approaching me. I'm like, okay, the first thing, you're at home. Opportunities require you to put yourself out there. You have to put yourself out there in order for Tessarovite to be able to act in your life. You do have to take an action. Tessarovite will help. The angels will use the Tessarovite's energy and pull the energy off of it and use it to pull a new energy to you. Your guides will use the energy of the Tessarovite to help bring you energy of opportunity and energy of wealth. But if you're not doing anything in regards to helping yourself grow, if you're not if you're not trying, you have to be honest with yourself. You really do. This channel is here to help you grow. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're using a crystal and you just expect it to do it, whatever it's supposed to do by itself without working with its energies, you're gonna have a tough time. That's with anything. Same thing with manifestation, but crystals, you can manifest using crystals. I'll make another video talking about that too, because I have so many video topics that I'm willing to get out in the next week about manifestation, crystals, etc. They all go hand in hand. But you have to align with the crystal's energies. If you're a genuinely good person, it's going to be easy. Just make sure you're correcting yourself and make sure that you're doing everything right to be able to receive the energy of the crystals. Now, keep in mind, crystals work differently on different chakras. Yes, so if I have Tessarite as a pocket stone, it's going to work as a pocket stone. It depends if it's on your left side or if it's on your right side. It depends if it's the necklace. It depends if it's just earrings. It really depends. It works a little bit differently. It all works like Tessarite, but if you're wearing Tessarite on your right side, are you giving away the energy? Are you giving away your new opportunities? No, you're actually projecting the energies that you're not supposed to have within you that's blocking you from new opportunities. You're actually pushing them away from you and releasing them so they don't come back to you and so that you actually succeed. So when you wear citrine on your right side, when you wear Tessarite on your right side, you're not blocking the energies. You're not releasing the money, you're releasing the opportunities. No, you're releasing whatever's preventing you from being able to have opportunities and the wealth or luck or abundance or all of it together that the Tessarite offers. Same thing with the citrine. So you can put it on your left side, you can put it on your right side. What happens when you wear over your heart? I made an entire video about this, about crystal placements and how they work. I'm just teaching you guys in this video so you can understand. Because if you're watching this video, like, why isn't my crystal working? I'm telling you right now, it's working. It is definitely working, but one thing that can work against it is your energy. So if you have Tessarite over your heart chakra, it's going to be more intense because it's a heart crystal and it's the highest frequency. It's going to do a lot more on your heart. It's going to help purify your heart directly versus having to go all the way up the arm, etc. I've already made a video about that. But here's the thing. Same thing with acupuncture, and I use this example a lot. Acupuncture is needles in your skin to help you have a desired outcome. It could help you with your nerves, it could help you with allergies, etc. But if you truly don't believe at all in acupuncture, if you don't believe in what acupuncture provides, your body can actually decline that acupuncture, and it's literally needles in your skin. Like, if it freaks you out, it should, because if you have needles in your skin and you don't believe it's working, I don't know what you're going to believe. Belief is a very major thing. If you flat out believe that crystals don't work, they're still gonna work, but your energy is going to attack the crystal. Your energy is going to counter it. That's one of the reasons why evil people crystals don't work for evil people, is because if that evil person wants to attract prosperity and they're flat out evil and they don't embody the energies of prosperity, their energy is gonna push the crystal away. It's not gonna work for them at all. If they have any darkness in them at all, the crystal will try to help them with its qualities, but they're going to counter the energy of the crystal. That's one of the giant reasons that crystals don't work for evil people. If you have a crystal, and some of you have messaged me on my Instagram, some of you who are good people, more than one of you, you've said, "Oh, my crystal, it's not working for me. Does this mean I'm an evil person?" I'm like, no. First of all, a lot of people who are flat out evil, they know they're evil, but they try to cover it up. They don't actually ask, "Am I evil?" No. No, you're not an evil person. If you're asking questions, that's the best step. That's one of the most right steps you can take. But what you have to do now, let's say, for example, hematite. This is the stone of the Romans, the stone of the warriors. This is the stone of helping you get into battle and just, oh, I'm gonna kill this mosquito that just appeared in my video. Just killed it. By the way, if you don't know, in Florida, they release I don't know if I can say that on here. They release a bunch of male mosquitoes in Florida to mate with female mosquitoes to kill them off. So now they're just male mosquitoes flying everywhere. I'm going to get my citronella and lemongrass and angelite because that keeps away mosquitoes. But back to what I was saying. If you have hematite, and you're like, okay, that's a stone of realigning your mind. helping your emotions, helping you with every single aspect of your life, hematite's going to help you achieve your outcome. If it's hematite helps you become stronger, and it helps you become, because you bring hematite to the gym and you're going to lift more weight, you're going to lose more fat, it's going to help move your blood around like a pre-workout without actually the meth in the pre-workout or the toxic effects. And yeah, meth. Look at some of the recipes in pre-workout. I don't care if it's a dimethyl or a trimethyl, they're just moving things around, and it's very close to meth on a chemical compound scale. Or you can look at organic chemistry and just, I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but look at the two molecules. They're very close to each other. But hematite is pre-workout without the toxicness, the really bad side effects. Now, and I don't use pre-workout, I use hematite. In the gym, I have necklaces of hematite that help me feel like a Roman, and it helps me get through my workouts, and my workouts are very quick. I notice if I don't take the hematite, the workouts are usually 30 minutes longer and a lot slower, and I'm not really sweating as much, and I'm not really getting as much done. But hematite, you bring it to the gym, and you're like, why isn't the hematite working for me? 100,000 reasons. Are you doing exercises at the gym? Are you doing them correctly? Are you working on your form? Are you doing so many different things aligned to the energy of the hematite? Maybe you're not going to the gym at all, and hematite helps you get stronger, but you want to get stronger, but you're not going to the gym. How does that doesn't fit? You're going against the energies of the hematite. You're not really, it's like kind of having a plug to plug into the wall, but you're not plugging into the wall even though it's close to the wall. You have to plug the two together. I love my analogies. But same thing with blue apatite. Ooh, this is a good example. Blue apatite decreases your hunger. It makes you more satiated. But just because blue apatite helps you lose weight, are you going to go to Wendy's and get 100,000 of the desserts on the ice cream menu? I know I used to. I remember when I was in college, I'd go to IHOP. I would go to IHOP and I would get all the pancakes, and I would wear my blue apatite, and this is where I figured it out. I'm like, okay, you have to go 100% with the crystal's energies or you'll fully counter it. I had blue apatite. I went to IHOP and I'm just eating all these pancakes and I'm like, the blue apatite's not working. I'm like, wait, I haven't even tried to align with the crystal's energy. My energy was so, and I used to be a lot heftier back then. If you look at my old videos, I was just like, it's because I used to eat a lot more, but then I aligned to the energies of the crystals of the blue apatite, which actually helps you be spiritually satiated. So once I started aligning with its energies, I stopped feeling hungry. And not in a way like, oh, I can't eat anymore. It's like, oh, I recognize, and this is the spiritually aware version of myself. I'm like, I recognize that food is something to help me achieve a desired outcome with my body, and it fuels me to specific workouts, and it helps me feel better, and it helps me do better. So I'm a lot more systematic about food now. It's still fun for me. I still have a cheat day, but blue apatite now works for me because I align to its energies and being more disciplined about my diet, and it helps me not be as spiritually spiritually and physically insatiable about food, especially IHOP pancakes, especially after I see the chef in the kitchen. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna talk bad about IHOP in my video in case IHOP tries to say, oh, we're not gonna sponsor you anymore because you told them that the chef didn't wash the hot dog after he dropped it on the ground. I'm like, I don't even eat hot dogs. I don't eat sausages. Oh, it was a sausage, but okay, no sponsorships from IHOP. But you have to go with the crystal's energy. This whole video is about you have to align with the crystal's energy for it to work. If you're cleansing the crystal, if you're charging the crystal's it works regardless. Even when you don't cleanse and charge a crystal, it's still trying to work. The crystal is so devoted to helping you. If you have black tourmaline, and this is a black tourmaline bracelet I'm making that I have on my website as well. I was making it before the video because someone got it, but the thing is, if you're countering the crystal's energy, your energy is, all of us have very strong energy. We can counter the crystal's energy just by fully going against whatever it does. A lot of people do that anyway when it comes to, oh, crystals don't work. And then they don't feel the crystal's energy when they hold it. They don't feel hot. They don't feel cold. A lot of people actually go against their energy to the point where they don't feel anything at all. Like they'll just be eating pork, they'll be eating steak, they'll be eating just all these different kind of foods and not feel anything when their body's telling them, but they're so used to ignoring their own energy and different signs. Like some people are sick because of the food they eat, but their energy declines at the message that the food tells them when that goes into their body. So a lot of people notice after they fast, they're a lot more sensitive to food because food is energy and everything is energy. But this is very advanced in teaching you guys about why your crystals might not be working. Make sure you're aligning yourself with the crystal's energy. Even black tourmaline, I remember my example now. Black tourmaline, when it gets full after being cleansed, and when it's not cleansed and charged, it's just holding on to negative energy. So it needs to be cleansed and charged, or it's not going to work properly. It won't work. It shouldn't work at all. It will still try to fight to make sure that you're doing well. It'll actually turn into dust just by you touching it. I don't know if anyone's ever seen a piece of black tourmaline. I have black tourmaline sitting around everywhere. If you've ever seen a piece of black tourmaline, when the black tourmaline gets full, you'll touch it and it starts like cracking and chafing off, and you're like, when I first got that crystal, it didn't do that. But you'll touch it like this and the whole thing will come off just because it's so full of negative energy. That's one sign you can tell your black tourmaline is under attack. Keep cleansing and keep charging. I put all my black tourmaline by selenite, so it's always cleansed and charged. I have over hundreds of pieces of black tourmaline everywhere around my home, in every corner, and up high, down low, just everywhere. It's good to have everywhere. I have black tourmaline on my website as well, but make sure you're aligning to the crystal's energy. Make sure you're a good person. The most important thing is connecting to the creator because he made the crystals. That is the most important thing, acknowledging that God made the crystals and that these are to help you develop as a person, to grow yourself and to become the highest version of yourself possible. You have to acknowledge that when you work with angels, when you work with your spirit guides, that God comes first and then everything else comes after. That's spirituality. You can't have spirituality and not have God. It does not make sense. You can't just be a person fully without any faith and then call yourself faithful. I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm going to tell you things that you need to hear, not things that you necessarily want to hear. Work on your relationship with the creator. It doesn't matter what religion. That's going to help you elevate as a person. It's going to help you elevate to your higher self. It's going to help you move closer to your guides, because your guides know, your angels know. If you don't acknowledge the creator and you're working with crystals, and if you're someone who is working with crystals, I should have included this in the beginning of the video, but it just kind of popped up. If you're working with crystals, but you have no connection to the creator, if you have no connection to God, and you don't have any faith in something higher than yourself, the crystals won't work for you because they'll just be inanimate objects. They'll just be just crystals. They'll just be rocks because he made them. He's in everything. He's in every crystal. Really hope this video helped you guys. If anything I said triggered you, then good, because I'm supposed to say stuff that's gonna help you guys grow. You'll never hear something from me that's sugar coated. I might be the mean guy. I might be the bad guy for pushing you guys to help you grow. But some of you that I've been pushing, maybe I'm the bad guy. Some of you, pressure makes diamonds, and some of you are becoming more than diamonds. You're becoming like beyond diamonds. I see some of your progression and your growth, especially from some of the people who I have seen so much progress from some of the people who I've been helping, and it's a really good feeling. Some people can be saved. Some of the people, you can help them to a point where they have the option, and now their karma is their own. Now, this whole video is about helping you guys work with the energy of crystals and understand why your crystal might not be working for you. Long story short, your crystal is working. You might be working against its energies. Here's a little homework assignment if you would like your crystal to work. Which your crystal is working. Even when you don't program it, it's still working. But you should and you need to program it and put your intention into it to make it clear to yourself. Make it clear, most importantly, to God and your angels. But write down 10 things that the crystal does, and write down 10 things that you're doing to, well, you can do 7. Write down 7 things that the crystal does, and write down 7 things that you're doing to work with the crystal's energy that's active. Not just how you're feeling, what you're actually doing and going into the world. If your citrine attracts wealth, write down, okay, citrine attracts wealth, citrine helps manifest, citrine helps new opportunities, citrine helps with luck, citrine helps with this. Write down 7 actions that you're doing right now to work with the citrine's energy. What 7 things are you doing to help the citrine help you? What 7 things are you doing for your angels to help use the citrine's energy to bring you something new? I hope this video helped you guys. Until then, I will see you guys next time. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment sections. Till then, ciao!